Shalom, everyone. I hope that you're having a restful day today. And welcome in. If you are returning back, welcome back. If you are new, my name is Shannon Hensley. And look, my channel ain't going to be for everybody. And I'm very sharp at times. It's always for upright purposes. I do feel energy, and I'm just known to be right out of that space. Up close, personal. You don't have to guess with me on anything. I'm who I am, and you're who you are in the earth, and I don't have nothing to hide, and I am just who I am. A lot of times I'm warfaring on my platform, and I'm looking forward to the day where my channel will go back to its original state. When I first started, I used to just absolutely love to get on, and it was just a different type of an atmosphere. But I look at a lot of crime because I am dealing with criminals. Why? I don't know why they're there. But anyway, I like to public report about things and stuff like that. And so anyway, I am going to public report if anybody has any information about anything that's going on with me at all. I need people to go to the authorities and stuff. So let me just say, if you notice down below, last night I added a Venmo account. I had an older Venmo account last year. Somebody was being crazy on it. Like I always get on and talk about being hacked in on stuff. I got open shut case and recorded things that I've literally just caught them right in the freaking act and doing some stuff with my technology and stuff. But last night I thought, well, I'm going to try to set up a new Venmo account. And so I got it all set up and everything. And I allowed it to put my contacts in as it asks, if you want to give permission stuff. I don't ever talk to anybody because those of you know my story, whoever's been blackmailed on some nonsense with my stuff. But I still have just a couple of phone numbers, and every once in a while I'll try to call those phone numbers. And this phone number is somebody I went to high school with, and is actually one of my brother's best friends, and always just been a very close friend to the family and stuff like that. And I've tried to call him a few times, and I get nothing but his voicemail. And so I always leave a voicemail for him, but he never picks up. But anyway, but it is his voice and his voicemail and stuff like that. And that's the only contact that was found, or today it's showing. Seemed like there was somebody else was in there. But anyway, I went back on there today to look at it again, because I tried to contact him through Venmo because it popped up with his name there. And so I tried to request and say, look, I'm in danger and I'm needing shelter and all that kind of stuff. And it said that the account was frozen, and I talked about that on my first platform today about the account being frozen. It may actually be on their end that they're frozen. Okay? I don't know until somebody may try to send something through. I went to try to talk to the little AI to ask it a question, and it stated in there I should have gotten an email about it. I don't have any emails about it, so I'm thinking, well, maybe it's their end that is frozen. So because there's no reason for anything to be frozen on my accounts or blocks being anything, but it doesn't surprise me if it is. We know that I've dealt with some stuff. But anyway, by the way, the person that, if you all missed what happened today, you can go on the community section. I talked about something that took place with me this morning, and some idiot that I had confrontation with that mouthed off to me about some stuff. And anyway, I have shelter today. I am still going to need food and shelter, and so if anybody is able to help in any way, shape, or form, it's an emergency, folks. I'm dealing with a freaking murderer. But anyway, my information's down below, and God Almighty, He loves His people, and He will make things come through. And so if you're listening, the person who sent through, it's female. I won't say your name. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. God bless you. But anyway, back to this. So I'm looking in there at his name popping up there as a contact that my phone's noticing and it comes up as his name in the Venmo. And I don't know what I did. I actually hit the name and it opened up a new screen. I was like, oh, okay. But I was just like, well, where did so-and-so's name go? It was a totally different name that popped up under it. So I backed out and went back in. His name's there, and I hit it again, and sure enough, it's opening up under a totally different name. So I don't know if it's AKA name, but his name that's popping up, it is his phone number when I call. It is his voicemail going off. He never answers it. I always just get the voicemail all the time, and which I think is very strange, because I've known this person for years. I'm gonna say the person's name that comes up after hitting my friend's name, because this person's in the news here. The two names that came up under that, it comes up as a Sean Hicks. And the first thing that came up was a Wikipedia, some guy out of New Zealand that played rugby ball. The next name that comes up is out of North Carolina, a teacher that is facing sex charges. The name was Sean Christopher Hicks. And he posed as a teacher / preacher energy, and I guess there's sex charges against him, and he's an African American man, and you can go pull it up yourself and read about him. There's a little clip there. I think it was back in 2022 is actually what it was showing here. I have no idea why it's intertwined, crossed with anything like this at all, but if there's, I don't know anything about this person whatsoever. I didn't even go very far in the looking. I just pulled up the name, and those are the names that came up real strong. Okay. But sitting here and thinking about my story and little things that along the way some people have said to me, like I had somebody use the name Christopher to me. Somebody said they were in love with somebody named Christopher, and that they met. And if the person that's told me about this person's listening, I'm not going to give all your information, but they were asking me at that time. I was doing, like, if you wanted a reading, you could contact me on PayPal and just give a blessing, because I don't charge for readings. I never want to do that. I just want to, whatever God lays on your heart, and I haven't done that for a while. But at that time I was offering to read, and somebody had said something about the name Christopher, but I don't know if just because I know that I am talking to specific people, though, that are on my phone playing stupid games, and I've had all kinds of stupid nonsense with artificial intelligence stuff, and on my older Venmo that I did have right for, it's crazy. My God, stuff began to take place with that account. I had to look at this guy's face, because there was a black gentleman that would continue to contact me on there, and I actually have him somewhere on one of my platforms commenting and making a statement about when the praises go up, the blessings come down, or something like that. But this person sent me a picture of himself. It was a strange picture. I don't even have that account. I may or may not have had any kind of footages or pictures. I did send a picture to another YouTuber that I questioned that person about. That guy that was on that Venmo, the older Venmo account, he was every once in a while just saying, "Here, I'm here just to help you," and whatever, which I was very grateful for that. But I was really leery about a couple of pictures that he sent me. Just the way that they looked, it just got a real kind of leery feeling about it. I don't know. But right after that, crazy stuff started happening to that account, and I tried and tried and tried to get into that account, tried to figure out how to get a hold of somebody to fix it for me. I never could. I don't know what's up with that nonsense, but this person, it kind of took a double take when I was looking at this person who came up under this name. I'm not saying it is that same person on that picture from Venmo, but I'm not saying that it couldn't be either. It's not a real clear picture here that I'm looking at, but I just think it's strange this person's found in my phone under a person that I went to school with, and it still shows up as my friend's name until I click on it, and then the name changes, and then it's a totally different ethnicity of a person as well. I don't know, strange crap, folks, all the time on my technology and stuff. So if there are any so let me go back. So those of you who maybe knew, I've got things where I have pulled up my own phone number, an older phone number that I had, and came right live on one of my YouTube platforms and showed nonsense that showed my name, but somebody else's credentials underneath my stuff, under my phone number that I was using. Still my name, still my phone number, but somebody else's credentials were underneath. This kind of crap. Just ongoing nonsense. That some freaking kook, I don't know, this idiot plays games with me. I don't know what this is. But this person came up underneath this new Venmo account. But I'm thinking that if when I thought it was my friend that I was trying to say, hey, can you help me or whatever, because I'm in dire emergency, it said that it was frozen. It may be on that person's end. This person may be in jail. I mean, it stated he was facing charges for some type of sex offender type of energy. But what's kind of weird about this is this person, a lot of times we'll have a teacher that will come up, and we'll have that Hierophant that'll also come up. And those of you who followed me and have known about that so-called Christian philanthropist that sent me that great big box here with just full of just stuff in it. I don't know if there's any connection with that. I mean, the name's Christopher, but this article says that he was like a teacher / preacher type energy. I don't know. I'm dealing with somebody that's got mental problems doing this stuff to me. I don't really know if there's any connections at all. I just like to talk about it because someday I'm going to have some answers to some of these things. There's no reason for my friend's name to be pulled up and it actually call his phone and everything else, but when I click on it, this person's name comes up. And these are the only two Christophers that I seen that came up. Sean Hicks, it was the name, but you have just a regular Sean Hicks out of New Zealand, and a North Carolina Sean Christopher Hicks. The only African American individual with that ethnicity that was on the other Venmo account is the only person I had ever talked to that was African American. I don't even know if there's any combination or excuse me, any connection there. I don't really know. It's crazy stuff, folks. I don't know. This is why I get angry. I get really furious at people messing with me and other people like this as well. It's unethical. It's really unethical what's going on. It's just a bunch of kooks out there. I think I'm going to turn this off. I'm going to turn it right back on, and I'm going to check some energy here. So I'm just publicly reporting. So I'll be right back.